A very good evening and welcome to Salt Television Evening News. My name is Ifoma Chris. First, the headlines. Senate Deputy Chief Whip says construction of 1.5-kilometer Nodo Biribiri Road, Oterufe Bridge and its access road to commence next month. Troops kill 17 Boko Haram terrorists in Borno State. Hundreds of Israeli ex-officials appeal to Trump to help end Gaza war. Now the news in detail. The Senate Deputy Chief Whip and Senator representing Ebonyi North Zone, Senator Onyekachi Ebonyi, says the construction of 1.5 kilometers Nodo Biribiri Road, Oterufe Bridge and its access road will commence next month. Senator Ebonyi stated this during the grand finale of the Unity Football Tournament of the member representing Ebonyi North East constituency in the State House of Assembly held at Nodo Secondary School, Abakaliki. The reports.
The Senate's Deputy Chief Whip said he initiated the construction of ongoing 20 kilometers of concrete road project across the senatorial zone. Senator Onyekachi Ebonyi explained that he has made it a necessity to change the ugly narrative of Ebonyi North Zone through his numerous life-touching projects and programs and solicited continued support of the people of the area for him and Governor Francis Nwifuru to deliver more dividends of democracy to them.
I can boldly tell you that as I speak, by next month I'm going to flag off 1.5 kilometers of concrete road in this community. That road will traverse from Nodo Boys here to Amikaba Hall and down to the deeper part of Amikaba. Yes, that is one. You can see just 2 months back I completed a bridge in my father's village. That bridge has been a disconnect for a long time, but today that bridge is done and dusted.
The senator, while underscoring the importance of football in the sustenance of livelihood and economic emancipation, thanked Mrs. Nwabagha for initiating the football tournament. He later donated 1 million naira to the winning team and 100,000 naira to the commentators.
Outside this program, I've been following so many other numerous programs, all geared towards bringing home democracy dividends for our people.
The member representing Ebonyi North East constituency in the State House of Assembly, Mrs. Chinyere Nwabagha, appreciated Senator Ebonyi for his effective and quality representation at the National Assembly and urged the players in the football tournament to take football career seriously.
The Chairman Governing Board, Ebonyi State Broadcasting Corporation, EBBC, Mr. Donatus O, has charged staff of the corporation to ensure quality service delivery and improve content production. Mr. O gave the charge at a maiden meeting of the board and the staff of the corporation at the Broadcasting House in Kaliki. The reports.
The board chairman, who frowned at unprofessional ethics exhibited by some staff of the corporation, called for international standard of broadcasting to catch up with the new trend in the broadcasting industry. Mr. Donald Sowo equally directed the management of EBBC to conclude the harmonization of staff exercise to enable the board determine staff that are redundant and unproductive for immediate redeployment to other areas where their services may be needed. Mr. Owo equally advised the staff of the corporation to eschew bickering and have positive mindset so as to contribute to the growth and development of EBBC.
Then I want to thank our dear governor, whom God used to make this come to fruition. I want to thank God Almighty for his goodness and thank our governor who we used. The governor has done what previous governors didn't do.
The Director General EBBC, Comrade Tony Mwizi, announced that EBBC Salt TV was back on start times and will soon be linked to DSTV for better services to the society and urged program producers to come up with quality contents.
We have been able to navigate to enter start times terrestrial. And so The configuration has been completed, and today we're waiting for the engineers from StarTimes that will come and link us. And from there, we will continue from that place.
Some other board members, including Mr. Sonny B. Akpago, Felix Oka, and Nnamdi Akpa, tasked staff on more dedication to duty and called for improved welfare packages for staff of EBBC. The meeting was preceded by celebration of Mass by Reverend Cleric, Reverend Father Philip Ogro, where he enjoined the staff to show more commitment to their service to the society to justify the government's huge investment in the corporation.
The State Commissioner for Border Peace and Conflict Resolution, Professor Paul Nwabasi, has embarked on fact-finding mission to the disputed land between 3 Matana families and Nguzu community in Eda local government area in a bid to ascertain the root cause of the contested Matana land. EBBC press crew, led by Charles Ole, covered the visit and now reports.
The Commissioner, Professor Paul Nwabasi, maintained that the State Ministry of Border Peace and Conflict Resolution is saddled with the responsibility of resolving land disputes between communities across the state and beyond, especially those arising from family claims. Professor Nwabasi revealed that the visit to the contested land between the 3 Matana families and Nguzu community was to source the correct map and survey points of the land boundaries for easy identification and reconciliation purposes. He commended all the parties involved for their calmness during the physical fact-finding visit and promised to invite all the delegates from various parties to his office at Old Government House, Abakaliki, with all relevant documents for round-table peaceful dialogue to foster lasting solutions on the contested land.
We have seen the entire place. We have gone around taking the points. We have noted the differences both in the 3 families and in the community representation. We are going home, map it out, superimpose what we have seen with the contested area. So when you go back, please tell them to stay calm. The status quo still remains. Nobody should go there. Nobody should enter into the land until we resolve this thing amicably.
The coordinator of Eda Development Center, Mr. Mayor Okorafo, who represented Eda Council Chairman, thanked the Commissioner, Professor Paul Nwabasi, and his team for embarking on the fact-finding visit and expressed hope that the timely visit to the disputed land would bring lasting peace in the area.
I want to thank you, thank the government of Ebonyi State. I know it is not easy. You people have tried. And I know with your own team, having been a witness to what is happening now, please help us and relate it to the appropriate reporters. Okay. On behalf of my chairman, who is not here because of other engagements. He's here, the vice is here. We are grateful. As you go, may you go well.
Thank you.
Present during the visit were management team from the Ministry of Border Peace and Conflict Resolution, representatives from the Office of the Surveyor General, delegates from the 3 Matana families of Ibe Anoma, Ibe Nwale, Ibe Uma, and Ibe Apaye Matana family, stakeholders and youth among others. Charles Olejino for Salt TV News.
You're still on to Salt Television Evening News. Let's have a short break. We're glad to have you back. The West African Examination Council, WAEC, has announced the official release of the 2025 West African Senior School Certificate Examination result for school candidates. The report.
The Council, in a statement, expressed satisfaction in notifying all candidates who sat for the examination that their results are now available online. WAEC advised students to have their result checking pin and examination numbers ready to log in and view their performance. The council added that candidates can access their result by visiting the WAEC result portal at waecdirect.org.
In another sustained operational success against members of Boko Haram ISWAP terrorists, the Northeast Joint Task Force Operation Hadikan has neutralized 17 members of Boko Haram ISWAP terrorists hibernating in Bama, Kanduga, Goza, Magumeri, and Bio local government areas of Borno State, stretching from Michika in Adamawa State. The report.
This is even as the resilient troops during the operations discovered and safely detonated over 14 improved explosive devices planted by the terrorists in various locations meant to inflict casualties on innocent civilians and troops. In a statement by the Acting Director, Army Public Relations, Major General Abu Salam Abubakar, said their operation, bolstered by close air support from the air component and civilian joint task force, have sustained a series of offensive operations across the Northeast Theater of Operations.
And from South Africa, a white South African farm worker accused of killing 2 black women says he was forced to feed their bodies to pigs, according to lawyers. The report.
Andrian DeWitt is one of the 3 men facing murder charges after Maria Makgato, 45, and Lucia Ndlovu, 34, were killed while allegedly looking for food on a farm near Polokwane in South Africa's northern Limpopo province last year. Their bodies were then alleged to have been given to pigs in an apparent attempt to dispose of the evidence.
And from the Gaza, a group of some 600 retired Israeli security officials, including former heads of intelligence agencies, have written to United States President Donald Trump to pressure Israel to immediately end the war in Gaza. The report.
He said it was their professional judgment that Hamas no longer poses a strategic threat to Israel. Their appeal comes amidst reports that Netanyahu is pushing to expand military operations in Gaza as indirect ceasefire talks with Hamas have stalled. Israel launched a devastating war in Gaza following Hamas attack in southern Israel on October 7, 2023. In which about 1,200 people were killed and 251 taken into Gaza as hostages.
That's our package tonight, but before we go, let's look at the recap. The Senate Deputy Chief Whip and Senator representing Ebonyi North Zone, Senator Onyeka Ebonyi, says the construction of 1.5 kilometers Nodo Biribiri Road, Oterufie Bridge and its access road will commence next month. In another sustained operational success against members of Boko Haram ISWAP terrorists, the Northeast Joint Task Force Operation Hadikan has neutralized 17 members of Boko Haram terrorists hibernating in Bama, Kaduna, Goza, Magumeri, and Bio local government areas of Borno State, stretching from Michika in Adamawa State. And a group of some 600 retired Israeli security officials, including former heads of intelligence agencies, have written to United States President Donald Trump to pressure Israel to immediately end the war in Gaza. And that's the news. I am Ifoma Chris.